Namaste. Welcome back. Here's our project for today, the roof on this yellow manor house. You can see since the last episode I've fleshed out the basic shape of the roof, and I've left off the stone edging. I just wanted to walk you through my building process. I thought it might be helpful to step back to the 1, 2, 3, 4s of how I build. And so first I make the shape of what I want, and that's what I've done here. And next I will go put the trim on so it'll look more like the trim on this building. We'll put that on, and then I can tell you already that this roof shape is not going to be very interesting, at least on this side. The other side, at least, you remember this center section comes out, and so there's a wall gable or a gable end there, and yeah, this side is going to be pretty boring, so we're going to want to do something up here, some sort of gable. I'm thinking an eyebrow gable or something like that, or two of them probably. So I'm going to go put that iron, the stone brick edging on the roof, and we'll come back here and I'll show you what that looks like. There we are. That's got the stone brick edging on it, and even the little details at the ends of the ridge. And some might say that's pretty good, and yeah, it's good. And we can do better. So we started with the basic shape and then added some detail, and this detail gives us a little bit of 3 other things that we want: texture, depth, and contrast. So we've got contrast between the stone and the oak, and the edges and the little mortar joints in the stone brick give it a little bit of depth and texture both. And what we really want to do now is add some extra of those, especially the depth. But I think if we were to put a couple of eyebrow dormers up in this big flat surface of the roof, then that would make that roof just pop. Okay, here we are. So the first thing we're going to do is chop our way through here. I believe this torch marks the middle. This is a 19 block wide room, long room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on one side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is not the center of the room. This is the center of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so that just underscores the old carpenter's adage of measure twice, cut once. Okay. We definitely wanted to come through. Well, let's see. We want 2 evenly spaced dormers. So if we have 9 here, half of 9 is 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we ought to come 5 from the end. 1, 2, oh, let's see, but we have the stone brick edging out there, which gives us another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to be too close to that, though. I think it would probably look best if we keep them more toward the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Okay, well, let's just try it. So we'll come here, and we're going to chop our way through this wall, or this roof. And let's do the same at the other end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that what we decided? We're going to leave 5. Okay, that's where we're going to go through. Let's measure twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the hole. Okay. So we've got these 2 holes to start with. We got to figure out how high on the roof, on this we're going to start. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we've just got 1 here. So we want to come up 1 more and 1 more. So we'll do this side together and make sure it looks good before we do the other side, because we don't want to do 4 of them and then tear them all out and go back and have to rebuild them. Okay, so I'm going to stick 1, 2, 3 of those out, I think. And then this just needs to come out and go right back in. And it needs to go back in because I want it to turn the corner like that. And actually, this bottom one needs to come out too, but we'll do that in a second. And then, oh, you know what? We could actually trim this out in stone brick. That would even add more contrast and texture. So this one we want 3, 1, 3, 5, I think. Three, 5. That'll give us a nice kind of an eyebrow shape, narrow, wider, and even wider. Okay, and then I think what we want to do here is put slabs. Maybe the slabs go up there for this. No, maybe they come down here. These come out, I know that, because we're going to need to put glass in there. Let's see, I think that we're going to need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put one of these like that there, and that means that this would come out too, doesn't it? And this too. So let's try this. So this is what I do. I figure out the shape I want, and then I noodle around until I get the texture that I want and the contrast. So let's see, here's my center. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that one's a turned one. So this has got to be replaced this way. And this has got to be replaced with one turned sideways. And then we need to come out another one, don't we? Let me take that out so it's like this. This one's got to come out another. We need one more because we need it to come out to the same level. So we're going to put that there. Another one on this side. Oh, and then we need 2 more slabs, half slabs. So I iterate over my designs, my builds, until I get it just the way that I want it to be. You know what? I think maybe we put corner pieces on here, like that. And remember to get distance. We're going to need these on the inside so that they don't come to these thin points with nothing under them. This is actually looking like it could be solid blocks. In order to get the right thickness. Maybe not, though. If we put in corner blocks that can't go there. If we put in solid blocks, let's try it. What the heck? Can't hurt. Too chunky. Okay. Let's go back to where we were with the slabs. Okay, so we've got that. That's good. I like it. Let's take this out so it's not bugging me by hanging down in there. So we need a couple more slabs here. And corner pieces here and here. Okay, that's good. Looks good on the inside too. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so let's see. If we put glass in, we can't just have it hanging above the floor. We could put it here. That would mean we really need to go to a whole block here and here, or at least on the front. Otherwise we end up with a little air gap there. And then, actually we end up with one up there too. Let's see what this looks like if we put some stone brick on these edges. Oops, what was that? Gotta make sure I get the edge of the piece that I'm looking for here. There we go. And then this is upside down. This is here. Wonk. And that goes no. Oh, that goes the other way. Let's go over. Something like that. We'll need some stone slabs to do the rest of this. Make it look the same. Got just this little bare edge to work with here. To be able to walk around. We need actually a whole square brick there. Hey, what happened here? Oh, that's actually kind of cool. A happy little discovery. I'm actually liking that. Better than the slab. Let's chop these out. And put in slabs. Now the trick is going to be to duplicate this on the other side. Yeah, I like it. This, I have a feeling that this ought to go all the way down into the roof. But we won't know until we look at it from the other side. Let's think about glass. If I put glass here and here, actually, yeah, here and here and here, there's going to be a little bit of gap underneath there. And I could put a piece up here, but there would still be gap. So I might need to actually replace these with block full squares, you know? So let's see how that looks. I'm going to need some more oak planks. I'm calling them blocks all this time. Yeah, so there's going to be this little edge of this block, of this plank that shows from outside, and a little edge there. But I think it will be okay. We probably ought to put some glass in there, just so that when we go out and look, we're seeing what we actually expect to have there. Something like that. Okay, how does that look from inside? It looks pretty darn good. I like it. It might be good to go with, well, let's see, if we put a whole plank there, we're not going to put a whole plank here, so Yeah, let's leave that one that way. And then let's put the other one in the same way. So we started by putting planks there. 3 of them. And then we brought these down. That was 3 wide. And then 5 wide. Pick these up before they despawn. 5 wide. And I think we had to cut some of these out to get them to turn the way that we wanted. Like this one. And let's see, we just curved right out from there. So we want this to curve around. Let's take that stack there, and then I believe these just came right out. Yeah. Then we need to cut him out. And go right there and there. Do that same thing on this side. Actually, I think if I put this one here, it turns that one. So I don't have to cut that one in. This one I do because it's not going to automatically turn auto-magically. And I think the same is true on this one. There. These get pretty close to meeting, don't they? This might have been the reason we needed to go one over the other direction. Because we've got 1, 2, 3 spaces there. If we moved each of these over one, we'd have 2 on that side. And it would give us 3 in between these 2. Yeah, I think we might end up having to move these guys. Let's do this just to be... Oh, you know what? Did we put blocks in there? No, we did it on the... oh, yeah, we did on this part. Yeah, we did put blocks there, didn't we? Those whole planks on the inside edge there. Oops, almost fell off. Okay, so let's put on our stone brick edging here. No. This is going to be some weirdly misshapen thing because of those, because they're too close together. So you live and learn. Okay, and then over here, put these guys down, lining them up on the edges, and then putting in, oh, not that, that, and then we just need the solid, like that. And I don't think I'm going to put glass in this one. We're just going to go out and have a look and see how it looks. So I'll meet you out on the hill. Okay, here we are out on the hill. And I gotta say, the window inside of here, I think looks fine with the blocks. And unfortunately, these two are too close together. So I'm gonna need to shift all of this eyebrow dormer over left one, and this one over to the right one. And I think that will give us the look that we want. In fact, I'm confident. And I'm looking at this wondering, should we put the little flying stone brick detail on here, or is it going to look funny? I think it might look good. We'll just have to try it. So first I'm going to go move those dormers out one each, and I'll meet you back out on the hill here and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, I just wanted to pop back in here before I get this done. I moved this right side dormer, and I noticed what I think will be an improvement over the way the glass is done. So I had put these stone bricks on the edge, and I was getting ready to put the interior blocking, the oak stairs. And I thought, you know what, rather than build this out with a full plank block like we did on the other side, why don't we leave that recessed and build out the inside? And it'll be done more like a window where the window's sandwiched inside. So let me show you over here to show you what we did. Remember, I put a block here and here, a full plank there, and end up with a window like that. Let's try this one this way and see how we like it. And then once we put this inside, let's see, this is going to go here. It actually needs to go full corner, doesn't it? Something like that. And then this. Okay, it creates a funky little corner right there. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I prefer this one. The edges of the glass are nicer that way. So I'll take my silk touch pick, which I finally got through enchanting, thanks to the new enchanting in this 1.8 snapshot. Okay, so lesson learned. It was always, you can see yet another example of iteration. So I just work through and try to make things better with each iteration. And in this case, it didn't work out, and so I just put it back where it was. And that is the nature of iteration. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So let's see, what did I want to do here? I just wanted this to come out flat. I don't want it to go with a return on it. And the same is true here. So here's another thing that we did that we could do differently than on the other side. We could actually leave this out on the inside, I'm realizing. We could actually take this out and put window. We could put glass there. It would look funny though, because it would give us a half a pane, wouldn't it? So that would not be good. Take those out, take this out, because it's got this funky return on it. Okay. Put these pieces back in. This one goes here, this one goes here. Oop. Here and here. And here. There, I think that's the way that we want it. Yeah, I think that's better than this. I don't know though, that's pretty nice too. I think that's more consistent with the rest of the trim in the house. So let's do that on this side too. Okay, that's good. So we've got that side done. I'm going to move this other one, and I'll come back to you. All right, there we go. Now we've got the eyebrow dormers in, and they're not really eyebrow shaped. They're more triangular. And that's just a product of how I iterated through there and changed the look. I like the little flying, what I'm calling the flying stone brick steps that come off of the peaks, off the ridges of all the buildings. I like the edging of the stone brick that mirrors this. So all of this sticking out and recessed in on this roof now give it more depth. And again, the materials add even more texture and contrast to the roof that we had before. So it just looks much more complete without being busy. And so that's that side. I'm going to do the other side off camera. It's all you've seen already. So let's do a base tour because lots has changed. So let me change. You can see a little bit of detail there. I'll show you. Actually, I'm going to go chop down harvest my tree forest, and then I'll come back to you. I want to do that so you can see the details here from a distance. And the trees will be blocking it otherwise. So I'll come back to you. Turns out this video is already at a good length right now. So I'm going to save the base tour for another video. So let me switch around so I can say thanks for watching and liking my video. Namaste.